MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers, so if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it, and the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Torrey Hunter is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, both the first two games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, Devo. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games that get out of hand. But there have been two nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
Into the box now, Luis Arias, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Hunter aboard here at first with nobody out. Soft liner towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He comes in hitting over 340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Hit on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
To the plate now, Billy Williams, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Don Mattingly will bat next, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Here's the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Stepping in now, Brett Boone. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. First and second now, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Into the box, Davy Grion. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Twins are out in front, 5-0. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Stepping in, Jimmy Rollins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Tigers, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers' starting lineup. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats. Follow the game plan you guys worked on. and stay in the zone.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Morton has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Hernandez stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Next for the Tigers, Andrew McCutchen, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
In now, Dave Kingman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Comes set with the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1.
That's out. Three balls, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Well hit to right. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Nick.
Stepping into the box, Nick Markakis. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, 7 hits in 15 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. In is Torrey Hunter. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So now to the plate, Luis Arias. As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Warren Spahn is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Into the box now, Wade Boggs. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Now batting, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
Standing in now, Billy Williams. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
At the plate, Don Mattingly, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The Tigers had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
It's a kind of an easy thing to do when you're trying to sweep a team. You fall behind early. There's a lot of baseball still left, but they're going to have to score some runs and score some in a hurry to get back into this one.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. One there. Over to Hernandez for the inning-ending double play. Twins forced to settle for one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Twins 6 and the Tigers nothing. So here's Yoan Moncada. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 7. The designated.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
One out, nobody on. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Hoskins is retired, 2 down now. So coming to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. First pitch on its way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. The next Twin up, Brett Boone, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Nope.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Popped him up. Barnhart is there. One down.
Now batting.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count and the pitch. Another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle, reined in, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Davy Grion is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 6-0. So striding forward now, Michael Busch. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimmy Rollins. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Keith Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bellinger is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still find themselves down 6-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Torrey Hunter. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and he misses it. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Luis Arraez.
Stepping up to the plate, Luis Arraez tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batter.
So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the 4th, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Scorch to third. Moncada has it. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
That evens it up, 1-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1.
The batter, the left fielder, Kingman.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Dave Kingman reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here it comes. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Now he'll step off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. All even now, 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Nick Markakis, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Markakis, originally from New York State, he was taken in the second round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-1 the count. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hunter's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Billy Williams. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw. In the Tiger bullpen. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
The first base
Digging in, Don Mattingly. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Now the 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He loses him on ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready now, Brett Boone. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2.
Thank you.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. McCutchen is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Gurriel.
So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
Two men are on with two men out.
That's the ball.
Inside with that screwball of his, it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-0 pitch on the way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the left fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Reese Hoskins.
One out now here in the Tiger fifth inning, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Reese Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Now here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound, the guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Next up for Detroit, Tucker Barnhart. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Bush. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1.
3-2.
Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Stepping in now, Jimmy Rollins, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball back outside. Inside, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They still find themselves down 6-0. Into the box, Davy Grion. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's out.
To short. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
So one gone in the inning now for Torrey Hunter. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Ball one.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0 to Hunter.
That's ball 3.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Here it is, the 3-0. Line drive to left. Kingman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping into the box, Luis Arias. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Into the box now, Wade Boggs. Swing and he pops him up. Moncada in foul ground, and this will land foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. One left for Minnesota, but they're on top. Up by a count of 6-0. Digging in, Keith Hernandez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First offering on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
At the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box, Dave Kingman. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Pitch on the way. Now a curveball in there. Strike three called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Coming to the plate now, Billy Williams. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Line toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Jared Hughes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 28, Jared Hughes.
At the plate, Don Mattingly, as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. Now a long throw home. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 7-0 contest.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
To the plate now, Brett Boone. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Mattingly blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now batting.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. 19th home run for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, designated hitter.
In now, Yuli Gurriel. And he puts it on the ground to second. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Stepping in now, Davy Grion. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Jerry's Familia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So now to the plate, Corey Hunter. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Up next for the Twins, the shortstop, Luis Arias.
At the plate, Luis Arias. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 9 and the Tigers nothing. So coming to the plate, Nick Markakis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The third baseman, number 30, Moncada.
Standing in, Yoan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Count is 3-0.
Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball. We got a ball, one strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Bellinger looking up. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting, Tucker.
At the plate now, Tucker Barnhart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right. Bellinger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Up next for Minnesota, Wade Boggs hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. And
he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Billy Williams. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The Tigers came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
The first baseman, number 23, John Mattingly.
Digging in and looking for more, Don Mattingly. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now the 0-1. Line drive to left. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Brett Boone.
Into the box now, Brett Boone. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Riding in once again, Michael Bush. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Hunter is right there, 1 down.
Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Jimmy Rollins. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll get in there safely. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Standing in now, Keith Hernandez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1. And he popped him up. A rise over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
At the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. They trail big. It's 9-1. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so...
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Yulieski Gurriel.
In now, Yuli Gurriel, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now to the plate, Davy Grion.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a bunt attempt here. A runner at second, nobody out. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Torrey Hunter. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. One strike now to Hunter. This is skied out toward right. Markakis is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Luis Arias.
Now in the box, Luis Arias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Tigers. It's the Twins 10 and the Tigers 1. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kingman, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So striding in, Nick Markakis. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
At the plate, Yohan Moncada. popped him up. Mattingly is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Reese.
Tigers down to their final out here, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last breath for the Tigers.
Ball 1.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Two out, 2 strike offering. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And he's safe. Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. It's sharply toward third, and this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. He's in at second safely. As a run will score on the play as well.
Second baseman.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Michael Busch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Second and third, 2 away. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 1-1 home.
2 balls.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Taylor Williams will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Taylor Williams.
Jimmy Rollins will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 out, bases loaded. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Oh, now a ball hit well out to the alley in right center. And I don't think anyone's going to get to this one. This is going to get down for extra bases. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Into the box now, Keith Hernandez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. That's popped up. Now a flare out toward right center. And they are really hitting their stride now as this will cut into that deficit even further. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. 2 out here and a runner at second. And it's quickly 0-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Misses, ball 2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-6, the final score in this game. The Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Charlie Morton earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Jacob deGrom permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 10 runs on 21 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Tigers, 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Charlie Morton. His record is now 6-10. The loss goes to Jacob deGrom. He falls to 8-5. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.